I'm Jared Craig with Veterans for Trump and Veterans for America First, and I'm proud to announce the endorsement of Ray McKay, the U.S. Senate representing the great state of Rhode Island. Ray, we've met several times before. I've endorsed you in the past, and I'm happy that you're running again. I'm proud that we've got some America First candidates up in the Northeast, much less Rhode Island. I want you to talk to our guests and share a little bit about yourself to say why you were the best candidate for U.S. Senate to represent Rhode Island in 2024.
Great. Jared, thank you for your past endorsements. Thank you for having me today and for endorsing me again. It means an awful lot to me. Again, for the ladies and gentlemen who are watching this, my name is Ray McKay. I'm running for the United States Senate in Rhode Island. I'm an 11-year Army veteran, a conservative, Constitution conservative Republican, and a 30-year IT professional. What motivates me the most this time around, I've been in the weeds for the past 3 decades, helping candidates get elected. The good Lord has smiled upon me and given me the ability to retire at a decent age. And with that, I now have time to give back to my community. This is important. I have my kids and my grandkids here. We've got 4 children, 13 grandchildren. And to fix Rhode Island is very important to me. I could sell the house and move. That doesn't fix the cancer in the nation. And this needs to be fixed. The gentleman that we have right now, the sitting senator, is bad for America. He's got his own white beach club membership that he belongs to in Newport. So he's out of touch with America. And how the Democrats keep him in, I don't know. But we're going to change that. And some of the things that are very concerning to me is his lack of support for closing the border security, his lack of support for our senior citizens. We have a current budget of $4.3 trillion from last year. President Biden and Senator Whitehouse, who is head of the budget, who's the chair of the budget committee, put in $0 to shore up Social Security, but they will tell all the senior citizens that the Republicans are going to take away their Social Security. Obviously, someone's not telling the truth. The reality is I will not take away Social Security. I will bolster it. I will support it. And I will make sure nobody else can raid the trust fund. And once we start putting money back into the trust fund. So that's very important to me. Securing the border, as I mentioned earlier, we're not doing that. Right now, we're a doormat to the world. We're a sovereign nation. We need to act it. We need to defend our people and defend our border. We don't know who's coming in. Do we have sleeper cells coming in? I'm an 11-year Army veteran. That concerns me. We don't have an idea who's coming into this nation. That's a problem that needs to be fixed. All our senator is worried about is Clarence Thomas moving around the nation with friends of his who happen to have money. So that's bad. So I guess black people can't have friends with money.
Right.
If you talk with our senator. And the third thing, it's the economy. The economy is stupid. Are you better than you were 4 years ago? Inflation's crazy. Gas prices are up. Milk is up. Bread is up. The basic staples of our lives are almost out of reach for the everyday worker. Our senior citizens have seen increases in their Social Security payments of 5%, 3%, 8% over the past few years, and inflation's 11+%, depending on what items they're buying, maybe even higher. So we need to get that in check. Washington's spending way too much money. This is an issue we need to get control of. And then we take a look at the narratives, the green narrative. Yes, we have to be good stewards of our planet. We really do. But we don't need to clear cut a forest, which provides us with oxygen, to put in solar panels. And then what we're doing in the ocean with the wind farms, we're killing off the whales, and we're going to decrease, according to NOAA, which comes under the Commerce Secretary, we're going to decrease the fish take by 30%. So Rhode Island fishermen are going to have 30% less pay. So how do they pay their mortgages? How do they put food on the table for their children? The attack of this Democratic administration, White House, and Biden on the American worker is unseen. I just can't believe that they're going down there and people are putting up with it. It is time for us to push back. I am a solid candidate who will take care of American citizens, all American citizens. We take a look at the illegal aliens we're taking care of, and yet we have homeless vets out there. And we have regular homeless people, homeless vets. We're not taking care of our own American citizens. We have a big heart. We're a good nation, but we need to take care of our own first.
I agree.
And then we need to move on from that.
We're seeing hotels kicking out veterans, or shelters kicking out veterans and putting illegal aliens in those locations. And now we're seeing in New York shutting down public schools to house illegal aliens that sends the children home from school. And the border being open, I have a firm belief that we're now a United States of border states. Every state is a border state. We're seeing the impact. I was at lunch earlier and I was discussing one of the unintended impacts from illegal aliens coming from various countries, third world nations, is that their belief of how to deal with being involved in a traffic stop is to either bribe them or floor it. And we're seeing so many high-speed chases in the Texas area, Arizona area, the actual border states where people are coming across, because the drivers that are trafficking these people just floor it. And we're seeing more and more deaths from these activities. But you're right to touch on the economy. You're right to touch on energy, because that strengthens our nation and it's a national security issue. Ray, I'm so thankful that, in the smallest state of the nation, you still have the impact as a Senate vote as any other senator in the U.S. Senate. And we can't take for granted the size of your state versus the state of Texas, because the equal voice is going to be heard. The vote will be taken. So, Ray, how would people of your state or other people around the state that are interested in learning more about your campaign, how would they find out more information about your campaign, possibly volunteer to assist or to make donations?
Sure. I thank you for that question. So my campaign website is McKay, MCKAY, for Senate, McKayforsenate.com. That site has donations, volunteer sign up, and my platform, everything you need to find out about me. I'm on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Reels, LinkedIn. So we're all over the place. We're out to get this message out. It's very important that we get this message out. For those who are watching the Rhode Island area, and even for the border states, I know 93,000 voters. Those are Republicans. I need 350,000 votes to win. So I need you folks to talk to your friends. When I post on Facebook, that's almost an echo chamber. I need you people who see this to share that information. Word of mouth is the best thing. I saw Ray McKay. He seems to be a good guy. We need to invest in him. We need to vote for him. And I need your vote. We've got 2 votes coming up this year versus the primary. Hopefully I don't have it, but if I do have a primary race, it is September 10th in the state of Rhode Island. Late, but very important. I need you folks there, September 10th. And then, of course, the general election is November 5th. Remember, in Rhode Island, our early voting starts 20 days prior to the general election. So 36 days after the primary, October 16th, is when early voting starts. So 3 dates for you folks in Rhode Island and across the nation to help us get out the vote, bring an America First candidate to Washington to replace and fix the swamp that's down there.
Well, Ray, thank you for your military service, and thank you for your future public service. I have a call to action for all Rhode Island voters that are willing to stand up for the America First agenda and stand behind someone who's really looking out for the best interests of this nation and the benefits of the citizens of Rhode Island. And get out to the poll and vote. Vote early. Get your vote counted. And Ray McKay is your choice to save America.